I'm here. What's happening? Oh wait, light. You can't see me. There we go. Cherish, are you okay? I was like, wait, let me. Ah, actually, it can be a bit dark. It's no sunlight. What is happening? What's going on? Are you okay, Cherish? You're freaking out in chat. Open that up. It's only 4 hours straight platonic. It can be? I mean, 4 hours is quite some time, but... wait, let me... There. Holding hands for 4 hours for someone, that's an impressive time. Amount of time. Okay, it can be platonic. Possibly. Okay, what am I doing here? Let's go straight to digging, honestly. But yeah, did you spend time with someone yesterday? I saw the picture. Definitely, Jesh. Haven't responded to me. What if they hate me? Being anxious attachment. Maybe that's just busy. I hadn't torches before I start digging. Just stop freaking out. She's having to freak out about. Okay. Yeah, take it easy, man. Relax. Go with the flow, man. Well, I hope you had fun yesterday. I love how you just showed up in stream for like a second and were like, I love women, and then you just dipped. Love that. So for someone to run their fingers for 2 hours straight. Okay, now that's a little more... that's a little more romantic, honestly. in my opinion. 2 hours straight. Jesus. And that sounds a bit like something more than just platonic. We do that while they're watching a movie, or you just sitting there in silence or talking? Freaking out. Yeah, I can tell you're freaking out. Language module seems to be malfunctioning. Oh wait, let me bring that up quick. There we go. You can see all of that. It's just sound the whole time. Well, that is nice. Every now and then. For 2 hours straight. Again, that's an impressive amount of time. To be fair, I just have friends where we'll like just like sit with them, like usually outside, or walk with someone in complete silence for a considerate amount of time. The poor hand. Torches in. things in silence was not awkward. It was a little gay. Yeah, it sounds a little, it sounds a little on that other side of things, you know. If you see, I can dig that up. There. A little too gay, you see. I mean, you like the gay, right? God, the dog's barking up there. This later on the staircase, so I can reach up to the chests. I love gayness. That's nice. I mean, yeah, nothing wrong with a little gayness. But 4 hours of hand holding? 2 hours of combing your hair with the hand. It's a bit more than just little. Touch here, there. So about it for like till 12 a.m. Go to 4 a.m. Thought of it more. Good lord. Just maybe you're not anxious, but just sleep deprived at this point. Oh, wait, a chest over there. Yourself fed. What's that? I thought I saw something in the third chest. I guess I did not. Is that on here? I'm a bit shaky. Yeah, no shit with 4 hours of sleep. Only twice that amount. In fact, you should be sleeping now. Catch up on the sleep, man. At least make sure to like head to bed early today. Smiling the whole day. Take a few 10-minute breaks. You're gonna have some trained cheek muscles after today. I'm sorry. Why is Oddmod hold that? There you go. We can permit that. To be young. Lights here and here. They know his channel. Thank God they didn't use Twitch. They know his channel. It's not Rose, is it? No, she's in the UK, isn't she? How do you know the channel because of me? Oh, because you, I mean? Do you show it? Yeah, not Rose. That does make sense. Is the person you were like, you had at your place and were watching my stream while she was there? Or they? chair broke. It's like unusable. This. I'm using it till it's dead. It ain't broken if you can use it. You watched it once. Point. Fully. What do I do? That's nice. Tell me who they are. I'm joking, of course. Why are you screaming? If you expose me. Yeah, that's my plan. If I know who they are, I'm gonna like share every little thing you told me. Let's remove this layer here as well. Like so. I shall not stop. Okay, let's stick it that way first. By the way, as well, if you can't tell, I'm currently making space for the villagers now. I'm finally able to dig it out. Finally got all the gold together yesterday. I'm not sure if you like were watching yesterday. So I just look at my text. Like, how did I get that? What do you mean? Like how we misspell things? You impress yourself with how badly you misspell things? Because at this point, it's both the skill on your side to misspell things that badly, as well as the skill of anyone else to understand what you're saying. Which is making people more skillful, in a sense. There's one line of hanging out that with me next weekend. Oh, yeah, we're gonna make plans for them. Maybe it's next weekend. There's plenty of time for them to respond. Read on it. That's before the gay stuff. Oh, I think they're like ghosting you now because they're embarrassed about it or something. I mean, did they initiate it? Oh. Yeah? Don't tell me you forced her to. You did. I don't know. What do you don't know? It just kind of happened. It's one of those situations. Yeah, it just happened. Classic. One thing led to another. Suddenly, the gay happened. A tale as old as time itself. If they're not responding, I'm sure they're just busy. Unless they don't respond for like the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, then you can get maybe a little concerned. Oh, coup found. Okay, catch. we go. Light up. There we go. So it's a way how dark it looks on stream. I jokingly said, I'm jealous. Why didn't she pet me? Which sounds so weird. Petting the cat. So you've had him run the hands from hair. Like, I was like, jokingly said, yes. I mean, in a way, yeah, that was them initiating it. You just kind of gave them a chance to jump onto. That's actually smooth, though. Okay, so I accidentally fell asleep. Didn't wake me up. Oh, like, probably watching you sleep. More smooth, I'm plotting on it. You think you're joking. Oh yeah, falling, sorry. Let's empty that out. Up. There. Next chest. It would be nice for you if maybe that develops into something bigger, something more serious. I want them back. Damn. Almost sounded like a adolescent boy. Oh, I want her. I want her so bad. A message? Nothing important, okay. Shut up, I'm not weird. Oh, so you're weird. So when I first met, I was like, shut up, I'm not weird, just gay. So they know of your preference. Also increase the volume of this a little. Oh, blocks are at 50%. Oh, that's not a big text. Why does it have a weird timestamp before it? When we first met, I was like, really felt comfortable. Then it was like like them, but I pushed it away. It's like a month after. Oh god damn it. Hold on. Get out of here, bot. A month after I broke off my ex. Oh damn, okay. Yeah, that's fair. I was like coping or something. It's coming back. What the fuck? I didn't realize I was still in call with them. I was just jump skipping my friends because I was on voice call earlier, but I forgot to leave the voice call, just muted in there the entire time. You know, it's leave. Yeah. I get so scared just now. I was like, wait, why do I hear voices? Yeah, Angel, in case you're wondering, Cherish having another crisis once again. Another gay crisis. But let me catch up on what I said earlier before I got jump scared there. Timestamps because I have to copy and paste to shorten things. Oh, right, yeah. If it can be of any help. It's about gayness, Angel. That's your topic, right? I think this has ever happened to me. Oh, it's your first time. Yeah, Angel doesn't care. She doesn't cherish. Angel says she doesn't care. So rude. I feel it on that though. The S to the X shouldn't really be seen as it is, in my opinion. For the most part, it's really seen by most people, like by very average people, as kind of a hobby. Which I think that's just wrong. I've talked about it before, I think. So making another move. Don't know if we hang out again. Give it time, Cherish. All good things take time. Pokemon is the only topic in their Angel, yeah. Which, you know, that's all you need to know. I was like, a bunch of times if they were weirded out. Your thing keeps getting held back. Love that. Just learning about reading the eyes of the room. First from looking at and smiling. I don't know if it's gay. Just means you like them, doesn't it? In a very basic sense. Oh yeah, forgot this is here. Yeah, in a gay way. Oh god, I'm starving. It's also looking bad. Do I have braking on this? I do. Slide this up a little. Yeah, I'm going to be losing a few blocks here. Which is fine. I keep getting freaked out by the sounds in the background here. As always, it's just neighbour's TV again. I do wonder if it's just because the TV is like right next to the wall, like on the opposite side of the wall of this room. Get up here somewhere else. Let's do this. What do you think I'm leading them on? That's their assumption. I mean, you just have to, you know, treat them honestly. There would be no problem, I assume. Like most things, honesty is also something you just have to be consistent at for it to have any kind of effect. I tell them I'm me. You don't have to, you just have to, you know, speak your mind. Or well, at least not say things that, you know, you think you should be saying. I think that's the most important thing. That's what I do. If I have a thought of like, maybe I should say this, I immediately go in my head like, no, okay, I'm not saying that. Just really focus figuring out, okay, what's actually my thoughts and what's the thoughts I'm producing of what I should be thinking. Or what I should be saying instead. That way. I don't, wait. If they don't actually feel how I feel, then that's just kind of unfortunate. That'll just be another circumstance of life. Well, make sure you don't. Oh god, that's really loud. Hold on. Let's bring that down real quick. Music sounds. Creatures down a little. Depending on this one, I do not. But depending on all of that, so that's fantastic. But realistically, like, if you ask a question like that, what if they don't feel the same way you do? Try and seriously answer that. There's not really going to be much of an answer to it. It's just going to be, well, either you live with it or you don't. As in, you try to actually do something about it. Try to persuade them. Try to make them feel towards you as you feel towards them. So, monkey catch. I also like to see it in a way that, like, if you have a what if question, there's usually not going to be much more than like 2 or 3 answers to that, realistically speaking. you could kind of work out different scenarios of what could be, of how things could be different than they actually are. The answer is going to be pretty much, what do you call it? You can reduce the answer down to what can you do if a certain scenario is the case. I'm sorry for being like overly logical about it. Oh, I didn't get a tube either. I should just dig out all of this and then light it up later. Something is the create mod pack. Because in that there was a certain light you could just put up on the ceiling, shine down, would automatically like put what's it called, like rays of light down. That's very handy. But I don't have that anymore. So that's a shame. To get all this too. Just to make the border more clear. Oh god, my eyes are dry as hell. Oh wait, this is the border. That. Just keep it confined to this. I also cherish the picture I sent. What's that about? Like $5 or something? I think what understand the context of that, if you can clarify. But I'll bring that up again. Where was it? Plaza. They don't know I put $5 in the box yet. What's the box about? $4 in a box. Should teach them giving money without them noticing. 20 hours later. Some days later. Oh, that's fun. Depends how proud I am of hiding it. That's actually a really fun way to do that, yeah. Or instead of money, like other things too. I remember one friend of mine, she would like regularly, because she wasn't, she had a boyfriend and she was not living with him until like 2 years of them being together. So while she wasn't living with him, she would come over to his place and just hide her clothing at his place randomly. So that's always fun to see. She wouldn't even tell him, like, you would just find her clothing, like, oh, you forgot at my place. I don't know how it got into my drawers, but you want to take this back? She'd actually take it back, and then choose a different piece of clothing to hide for next time. She had an entire like section of her closet just for clothing she would hide at his place, which is Hilarious idea. Let's stack that all up. Let's not waste any space. It's all good. Oh, that's a chest I filled up last time. So that's gonna be chest number 6. There we go. I'm gonna collect that stuff later. Can talk to like me platonically or romantically, bro. Again, you have a few choices there too, if you want to figure that out. One, you get really good at observing and just make an assumption. 2, you ask them. Or 3, you just wait for them to tell you eventually. Maybe they're not sure either. Who knows? In most cases, people aren't. Because that kind of stuff is a bit tricky for most people. But I know very few people who have that good of a grasp on their own mentality that they can actually tell in which way they like someone or something even. Let's light this up. Should I go down there to collect the blocks? Yeah, let's collect the blocks. Light this up in the process as well. Make sure we don't have shit spawning all over these caves. What's with the dirt blocks? Have Endermen been collecting here? What's on earth happened here? I think there's like a hangout for Endermen. You seeing this? Just a bunch of random dirt blocks here. I like them like I want to hold their hand every day. Yeah. In a way, that it's in itself is already kind of enough to describe it too. Personally, I think it's usually best to not kind of put, you know, a tag on it. It's not just say like, yeah, because I feel this certain way. Oh god. Because of it, that means I like them romantically. Because that brings... No. It doesn't really add anything to it. It's more like, well, now you can use a word that if you use the word with someone else, they're also going to have their own definition of it. It's going to differ from your definition. That's the fun thing about language. I'll spend the rest of my life with them. That'd be great if that works out. Heck, I have even friends who I would love to spend the rest of my life with them as well. I've plenty of people who I would think it would be nice to just, you know, have them around for as long as possible. That's why I always get so mad at a lot of my friends for doing things that, you know, really aren't good for their health. So I'm like, I don't want you dying on me. I can't bear to lose the people that I care about. How do I tell them that now? Again, you have a few options. Please don't die. Tell them don't die so often. Yeah. Also, me too in a way. Again, for me it's always indirectly. Of me just saying, yeah, take care of your health, please. There's a few things you could be doing to just kind of extend your lifespan a little. Where did I get shot from? Wait, how do you tell them? Once again, you can tell them directly. You can simply hope they kind of figure it out by you indirectly telling them in some way. Or you just find a good moment where, you know, where it feels right to tell them, where it doesn't feel awkward. Oftentimes the direct approach, if it's not in like a weird moment, you know, for example, in that situation you had yesterday, with them like combing your hair with their hand, that could have been a moment of silence, or you can just say like, I would love to have you around for as long as possible, for life, if that's something we can do. Or phrase it however you feel like it's not going to be misunderstood too badly. Where am I going, by the way? I've completely lost track of where I've gone. Okay, they try to. I'm so relaxed that words didn't come out. It's words, but just the sounds. Fair enough. I do somewhat get that, yeah. Just being so kind of lost in the moment. Your brain just doesn't want to speak. I was here earlier, wasn't I? Where did I find this place from? I feel like I came from up there. Was it here? There's water there. Which is blocked off. There's water. Once again, I'm lost in a cave. I should just not go near caves at this point. I keep getting lost in them. So not here. That whole area is not where I need to go. Oh, this is it. Also not far away. Okay, night time. Not a fan of that. Let's just light this up too. Also, in all honesty, it sounds weird, but I often feel, I have this feeling of like being too old for romance, even though I'm not that old. I should practice up with some other people around my age, if they have that same kind of thing. me skip the night real quick. That should be safe here. Will never ever feel how I felt last time. If bro doesn't text me back. Okay, you can go away. So many of these guys. Never too old. Well, maybe not romance, but like specifically that like it's more about like this naivety and this excitement of romance that people talk about. And old in like a mental sense? Or like an emotional sense, I guess? Because you can grow in like an emotional sense too. So I think that might be where the feeling's coming from. Because I've put so much thought into my personal mental growth from childhood. That like I've kind of like solved a lot of the same issues that I now know people who are in their 30s are struggling with. Really basic things like, you know, most common things, depression and anxiety. That stuff is not going to hit me because I've taken precautions against it. Which again, if I were to be interested romantically in someone, I wouldn't have that anxiousness or excitement, because that is what I've kind of trained my mind to not do. They solve a lot more problems, just scared to. Scared? What do you mean by that? That's interesting. That shit genuinely got me curious now. What could you be scared of? Failing? Possibly? Sorry, I was explaining, but there's a lot of talking. I think I have to explain it. Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, in general, if there's something like that I don't understand or that I'm curious about, and you can't provide an answer, well, you should just like manage to find my own answers, simply possible answers that won't apply to your case, but might apply to many other people's cases. That's kind of how my mind works. I have one thing I'm curious about, and I keep thinking about it in so many different ways. Probably similar to how it is for you as well, but not. Perhaps with less emotion. That we just kind of go through endless different scenarios and possibilities. And thus can better prepare for the future. Start the staircase here. That's a 2-block layer done again. What are you doing here, Enderman? You're not supposed to be here. Oh. You're not gonna hurt me. I keep forgetting that I have to touch my shovel as well. I do sometimes get jealous of the emotions people always talk about they are feeling. Maybe jealous is the wrong word, actually. Perhaps it's a feeling of missing out. That might be more accurate. Oh, there's water. Oh god. I'm digging right into this water cave. That's kind of troublesome. I have to fill all this up. Sponges would be really good to have here. I just realized when you said there's too much talking, or a lot of talking, can't think enough. Do you mean I'm talking too much for you to think? I know how to solve my problems, but when I think about it, it's making more problems, get more and more anxious, then never do anything about it. Oh, okay. Oh, there's off people home. Okay, got it. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I can relate to that. Well, not anymore, but I used to be able to. For the simple reason that, oh well, not reason, but how to phrase it. I've somehow managed to turn that same anxiety into excitement instead. So if I'm about to do something that may cause me more problems while solving one bigger problem, I get excited. Because I'm like, oh, I have more to do. I have more to figure out now. But again, it all comes back to that one thing that I've kind of mashed into my mentality, that curiosity is just what drives me. What do I do about this? I might fill it up with sand, honestly. Might be the easiest thing to do about this. Let's mine this. At least back into this cave too. Let's block off you. Torch down. I do wonder if there is some other way to get around that anxiety or make use of it. I probably shouldn't be thinking too hard about it. For the simple reason that if I think about it from my own perspective, I can only arrive at the same solution I've already arrived at for myself. So I do hope you find your own solution for that. Because it feels really good to have this system where you can just you come upon a problem and you either have a solution ready right away, or you take a moment to think about it and already have 10 possible solutions that you could try almost immediately. In therapy, but I'm too scared. Scared? Again, scared of creating more problems? Layer by layer, perhaps. Yes. Again, I don't like trusting people. Oh yeah, that's fair. No, I also, personally, I don't like therapy, as in having someone else that I talk to about my problems. In my case, it's mainly because I know that whatever they're going to suggest I try, in more cases than not, it's not really going to help me due to having slightly more special circumstances in many cases. If I get into therapy, I will create more problems than what I started with. It's possible, especially because therapy, the way I see it, therapy is not just something, you go into and you have someone do for you. It's something you actively do as well. You can choose to have therapy with someone else, an actual therapy session with someone else. Or as I do it, or many others do, you do your own therapy, be your own therapist. Others choose to do something like therapy with their friends, which is just considered talking with your friends about your problems, opening up to your friends. If you have great friends with great minds, or just friends that have the ability to listen and think independently, that's usually gonna be enough to kind of sort out some things. But by all means, I never think it's really necessary, for most people at least, to go into therapy. Actually, wish responded starts in make every bad thing that have happened. All I can tell you is don't worry about it, but pretty sure you know that that's the thing to do. You just can't stop yourself from doing it. Let's collect all the blocks here. Actually, well, that's also something, now think about it, that I actively did something about, worrying about things that could be, which in my case was simply saying, okay, again, as I said earlier, start to think more about what you're actually going to do if a certain thing is actually the case. Which, for me, that used to really help kind of calming my mind down. Because I was like, okay, as soon as I have an inkling of what's actually the case, of what reality is, as soon as I know more than what could be, I already have a response ready of what I could do. Even if the response is to simply cope with the circumstances, in worst cases. I could just get someone else to tell them. That would be the easy way out. It's an option. If you have someone around that you both know. Probably not the best option. Thinking, should I leave this pillar here? I could just leave it here. I'm gonna leave it. Skarmory. I like that one actually. Let's just dig up all of this. need to dig you up. Oh, it's raining out there. Oh, that's going up to Skarmory. But yeah, if it helps Cherish, I don't think whatever bad situation you're imagining is going to be the case. Purely statistically, it won't be. If you think back to all the times you've imagined what could be, if you came up with all kinds of scenarios, how many times did the worst case actually happen? How many times were you actually correct about it? If your consistency is, let's say you were actually right 10% of the times, then maybe you have really good intuition. Then you can actually maybe kind of trust those imagined scenarios. If it's anything less than 10%, it's not worth thinking about it. So my voice is really cracking up, good lord. I should do more streams like right after waking up. I noticed like a few times, like woke up, immediately went to stream. My voice was smooth as butter. Let's get all those blocks collected. I just want to light this up. Oh, that's a water cave. Let's get out of here using this path. Don't really like this thing being here. It's only this bit I have to cover up. So I can simply dig around it for now. So that's from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 and a 7th block from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's where I can freely dig. Let's dig up the surface part of this. Oh damn. Wait, I think I have to skip the night real quick. Yeah. I've taken your advice. I was thinking, I have to tell their mum. The mum was like forbidding them. Was the sun already rising again? It's been from talking to me anymore. Come to the conclusion it's probably wrong because the mum already said they don't care what they're gay. Oh yeah, that's a common thing. If they do tell me that's what happened, offer to just be friends. Just like maybe a really bad idea. They said no. Have to accept it. I like this game, by the way. Wait, this game? You're not talking about Minecraft, are you? What if mom doesn't want me to date them because they're 17 and I'm 18? Oh, that's super unlikely. And even then, even then you just wait a year. No, I love Minecraft. Yeah. Just like maybe a really bad idea. Again, if the age is a concern, which I don't think it is. Yeah, you're only 7 months apart then. Even if that's a concern for their mother, you can just wait before you make anything official, if anything like that were to happen, until you're both, over 18, which is not long from now. Just talk about it in private. Personally, I always think, and that's been the experience of many of my friends too, when it comes to romance, families don't always need to be involved. It's nice if you can involve families, but most of romance usually doesn't get shared around to families. It shouldn't be the concern of the family. Not in today's society, at least. How far can I get? I got that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here. Okay. So what do you mean by you don't like this game? Did confuse me for a second. Like a chill person, but I was very worried. Yeah, that's just normal. That's why I like the game of thinking of outcomes. Oh yeah, few people do. I'm one of those few people. But I can tell you that is normal. I also have to kind of force myself to like it, because otherwise I would have just driven myself insane long ago. But I recommend trying to do it more frequently, especially if you're freaking out about things. It's quite good for your mind and your heart, possibly. Oh no, what I was also going to say is, if it turns out they're interested in you romantically, offering them to be friends could just make them think, oh, maybe you actually want to be friends. So to do what they think you want them to do, they might just agree to it. I've seen it happen. That's just why I mention it. I've seen it happen before. Someone thinking, oh, just in case I'm gonna say like, okay, want to be just friends, or I may be interested in them all. And they actually were like, oh yeah, no, we can be friends. That's fine with me. They were not fine with it, but they pretended to be because they thought that's what was being hinted at there. So, you know, if I would know what to say if it texts me back. Well, it's about making plans, right, for next weekend? Let's pause that. The chest. Right, the company, but like it a lot. Want to be with them often. Yeah, totally understandable. There we go. The plans. So anxious. From my stomach. Well, you like this because you're human. As a human, that is simply how your body's gonna act in those situations. Again, like, if you wanted to, if you asked about it specifically, I could tell you about countless love stories of close friends of mine, or even less close friends, or even just strangers. The more of those stories you hear, the more you're really gonna feel like every human is just basically the same person. with some slight differences in circumstance and behavior. But there's a lot of experiences pretty much all humans share around the world. Just specifically about the question, why am I like this? Okay, let's put carriers here. Let's get rid of all of this. Hello, Enderman. Taking blocks again. Anything fall down? Just a couple of blocks. Alright, can it be a girlfriend on a piece of paper? Hand to them. Hope for the best. Only one cute way to do it, yeah? I mean, what I know a lot of people like to do is, I'm not recommending it, but a lot of people like to do it in a way that they can still write it off as a joke in case it's a no. Oh, Chinchou, I want that one. There we go. What I want to do is write a long letter and feel give them asking if I can be a girlfriend. I'm anxious. There's something you could do. I'm gonna have to dig this up later. Just gonna free this up a little more. There we go. And now that lost half over there. But the pickaxe needs repairing. Love the Elytra. Such a great addition to the game. I love talking about romance. It's great fun. I should have really brought my bow with me. I should keep some snowballs. I haven't found a snowball biome yet, have I? But just the XP that was still left here was enough to almost completely fill. Well, actually, still more. Almost completely fix my pickaxe. That's insane. That's so much XP. Okay. Let's see. I go that way. I'm gonna go straight down. My stomach. You're gonna be fine, Cherish. So I think if you like, they call me pretty. Aw. Yeah, I feel like, if you think that you're not expressing clearly enough how you feel towards them, I always like to first express it in as simple a way as I can, even if it may be misunderstood, because there's always time to kind of make it more clear over time. And I died. Understandable. I too always die a little inside when someone calls me handsome. But, you know, I think that's in a different way, honestly. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, coal. I have coal downstairs, so I need sticks instead. Take half a stack of this. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Make some stacks of sticks. Might honestly be too much though. Just put them in here. Heard some weird sound. Let's actually make this part the staircase. I'm just gonna end there now. I'll be left alone with my thoughts. I could just like keep my stream going, but both you and I will have to sleep at some point. Just like try to fall asleep while I'm streaming. I mean, once you don't dance anymore, I'll end stream. I don't like that being open, honestly. Anything could just drop in. No, that's fine. Oh, it's you in here. What's on the side note? Being entirely alone with your thoughts. God, posture's messed up so I can't speak properly. Being completely alone with your thoughts is also something I've prepared for long ago, just theoretically. Just in case I ever get paralyzed or put in a coma. Oh yeah, that part's what I'm taking out. And they stayed up really late thinking about me. How they sleep for super long. That'll be the best case scenario. Can only hope that's what really happened. Also, what I've recently realized is to a question as you wrote in Discord, if I like giving advice. I've realized that it's more accurate to say even that while I do like talking itself, the thing I like much more than that is kind of showing off the same way an artist, if they've made an artwork they're really proud of, I like to kind of show off the artwork that I call my mind, basically. Because I've worked pretty damn hard. Well, not pretty damn hard, but I've put some work into my own mind and how it works. I've done some very intentional things to make it what it is today. I know, it's somewhat of an art form, and I like to show it off. I think that's mainly why I like to talk about myself so much. And I've simply noticed that a good way to kind of show off my own mind tends to be to kind of help others out with their problems, because that's what I've made myself do. Make myself get good at solving or preventing problems completely. So yeah, that's going to be the pretty much the most accurate way I can answer the question. They don't hate me. There's like no reason to think they hate me. So happy, but why aren't they responding? You could ask them. Next time you speak. There will be next time you guys speak anyways. We don't know that yet. Let's assume it. Sometimes it can be healthy to have assumptions like that. This is Dave's time. Yeah, you said there's no reason for them to hate you. If they're responding, there's a reason for it. What the reason is, you're gonna find out eventually. Just on the type stay asleep this long. Did you try calling them? Although, you know, if you call and they don't answer, it might make you more anxious. To call them. My brother stays up late. I could wake him. Oh, fair enough. I'm just saying, like, if you're overly concerned something might be up, there should always be ways to kind of make sure. Hike to their house. That's one surefire way to make sure nothing happened. How like in those romance movies where you like throw rocks at her window or little pebbles until she opens up. The lighter was broken. They're just busy fixing it. Oh, that's possible. That can take time, yeah. Well, so she might be helping to fix it. That'd be cool. I always admire people who can, you know, do some handiwork. All the blocks. Let's light this up too. Write them notes. Hike to the house. Give them the note. Bit too tired to get what the response is. It's that far away. And personally, I always recommend to give these things time anyways. Cache that one. Collect all the unknowns. Not too much time, of course, but you know, things that get built over time tend to also last a longer time. Is at least my viewpoint of it. Let's remove this. It's like oh, okay. Almost 2 hours of walking. No sidewalk. Yeah, that sounds like a tough walk then, yeah. go. And last stack of torches. Slice it up and clean it already. Just light it up too. And then we start the next row of chests. And we have to do a stairway. Let's do something like what's the best way to do this? Don't want to hop up all this. Oh, good lord. There. Let's do like that. No. And lower, so I stand on this level. Move you one back. Tiredness hitting me. You mean the tiredness of missing out on half of your sleep? That would be quite understandable. So I should lower you down as well. It's not my fault, blame them. No, I shall not. That's your fault. Slide it up here. Yep. Okay. Light this up. Let's lit up enough for now. Oh yeah, right. I need to bring these down. Only top part, actually. And if you have the opportunity to sleep, I recommend it. Also takes your mind off things for a bit. Got a fruit fly. No, that wasn't even a fruit fly, that was a mosquito. I just saw it again. I never get how these insects come into my apartment when the windows aren't even open. The mosquito just flew right into my nose and back out again. Crazy, these things. Where did that last chest go? What? Oh, there. Do the sleepover. Fully intended to sleep next to them. Yes. As you should. That's what you do at a sleepover. That's just the standard. It is to be expected. And in your case, it is your right to do it. What? What do you mean, what? Nobody told me that. Well, that's a crime, but nobody told you that. Let me be the first then. Been doing it wrong. No, don't go. Don't go off yourself. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's fine. Just, oh. Almost died there. But thinking back on it, have I done any... I mean, obviously for me, the only sleepovers where I did not sleep next to the other person was with guys. Because most of the guys I know are, no, you know, that's how it is with most guys. It's always like, oh no, that's gay. You can't do that. We're not gay, so let's not do that. I was looking for food, right? If that's here. Catch feelings for a friend's a bad idea. Oh, Discord message. Nothing important, okay. I mean, yeah. Sometimes. If the feeling isn't reciprocated, is I think that's the word. It could be bad. But you know, if it goes both ways, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Personally, I always prefer friendship, of course. It's kind of hard to have both things at once. I don't think by definition it's even possible to have both a romantic relationship and friendship going on at the same time. That's just a natural contradiction, I'd say. Which is why I always kind of laugh at the idea of friends with benefits. Because you can't really say you're friends and having a sexual relation. You just have a sexual relationship. That's it. So it's good to think I want something more than spending the rest of my life with them. So sexual. Oh, okay. And if you're worried about it, at least what I personally do is just kind of bring up the topic, if possible, somewhere. Touch up on it and just okay, again, just me personally, what I've done in the past as well, and would still do, is bring up my own view of things, which is that there's a very clear distinction between romance and anything sexual. As in, you can be purely romantically interested in someone without having physical attraction to them. That way I'm like making very clear what my intentions would be, which of course in my case is just a strong platonic attraction. Just want to be hang out with them, if possible, for a lifetime. That's lined up. Yeah. Do I do another layer? I might as well start another layer. I have to love it and have to be a friend. Well, doing half-half is kind of tough. At least from what I've seen. Let's put this on here. Keep digging. Where exactly? Well, this just makes sense now. It's music reference. Oh, okay. Is it Mitski or Triple Rowan? Someone else. I don't think I recognize that reference personally. This ends here. Don't want to dig up this block. So I can dig up this. And see what anyone can see, but anyone else but you. Do. There's no spy. I really don't recognize that. Is it a popular song? Like, is something you hear on the radio? Even if it is, it's like I know it, unless it's from like the last. Not last, but like unless it's before whatever came 10 years ago. Cindy, I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. Then there's no chance I know it. I mean, if you remember the song at some point, you can link it in Discord. I sometimes wonder what it would be like to have these kinds of conversations on stream like this more often. Did you try and send a link? I assume that's the link to the song. It got censored. Part-time lover and full-time friend. Makes sense. Literally the party said, okay. Wait, let me give that a quick listen actually. Browser. The Moldy Peaches. Anyone else but you? I recognize the name Moldy Peaches actually. Juno soundtrack. Is it from a game or a movie, I assume? What's Juno? I want to know now. That's a 2007 comedy romance. Oh, rom-com. Oh, Michael Cera's in it too. And Elliot Page. A few other big names. Okay. Let me listen to that quick. Nice guitar. Sounds cute. Before listening to more of that, I might actually watch the movie at some point. If it is a movie, I assume it's a movie. Yeah, 1 hour 36 minutes. I might watch that at some point. Keep that tab open for later. I mean, just by the actor selection, probably not my type of movie. It could be worth watching, you never know. Once I get done with my current list of anime I want to watch, because there's also still a few movies on there, some entire series. Series? Is that series the plural of series? God, I need to look it up now, hold on. Plural of series. Oh, it's a zero plural, okay. Doesn't change. So series is, yeah, series is the plural of series. Also known as a zero plural. I'm trying to think of other examples, but I can't think of any. Where the word doesn't change if it's plural or singular. Serial killer. Oh, you can't say it on the internet. On the internet. It's serial unaliver. I just love how things like TikTok have so much fucking censorship on words that don't really need censorship. It kind of just almost ridicules or takes away the seriousness of a word that is actually a serious word. Quite a shame, actually. YouTube has done it similarly, but not quite to the extent that TikTok has done it. Oh, what's the O about? It was actually cereal. Oh no, wait. Do you actually think it was... No, if I spell it out. This is how you write it. It's actually related to the word serious. Like a show, serious. Can't leave that block there. It makes more sense. Yeah. Once you think about it, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Fold these bits here. Check my phone for message for the millionth time. Just make yourself more anxious at this point. Go do something else. Give yourself a little busy. So usually it isn't too bad to do something that kind of takes your mind off of something Unless it's something that actually requires immediate action, but I don't think this does. Please come my hand. It's so gross. I don't do that. Need to extend the stairs over there. So I'm first gonna dig up this part. So stretchy. Fair enough. I haven't had gum in a long time myself. I don't think it's necessary for me anyways. Let's do like so. Oh, not you. I have any more andesite on me. Let's just do this. Comes my savior. Guess what gives you? What? What am I guessing? On this. I'm supposed to guess. The towers got hit. That's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. Oh no, is it the Pentagon again or the towels? Oh no, oh, don't worry. if you didn't understand what I was saying, then no, don't worry about it. It's a bad joke. They revived Michael Jackson. So leave these blocks here. It's about lesbian sex. What are you having me guess? No. I don't think I want to guess. Whatever you're gonna. It takes me back. Oh, it's just that. Okay. I thought it was something more extreme. Should have figured out how to receive people though. Oh, revive. I'm not sure about reviving. I'm sure you could insert genetic material into someone and have a baby that has the same genes, or more or less. I was going to fix that pickaxe first and foremost. So I want to collect these blocks. Where's this lead? Okay. Well, it's nice that they texted you back finally. Listen, you can sleep at ease later. Oh yeah, my bow. That's what I was going to get. Let's light this place up. Let's just use this bow, honestly. Some arrows. Where have I left them? They should be in the tools box. Yep. Let's put you in here. just gonna light this place up as I go. Oh, I've got papers on me. Just had to check because I heard something weird. I think that sound was just mosquito. We'll sit this way, I believe. Yes. There we go. This thing still looks so cool. I love it. So cool to fly up to it, see the pin in the distance. Shoot you. There we go. Saturday. Let's go. And they're all pushing each other in. That's nice. I think it's always great if you can hang out with someone on the weekly. Gives you a good amount of time in between to kind of, you know, rest or just do things. And that's almost all fixed. Let's check something. Okay. That's all done. Go this way. Oh, hold on, let me minimize this. There we go. Now let's just dig a few more bits of this down here. It's gonna be over again once more. Yeah, so go with here. I missed them. That's good. That means you actually have a reason to meet up with them again. That's all that means, really. You have somewhat of a drive now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not you. We'll figure it out. Figure what out? Oh. Just minimize that. Get here. I'll hike to the house. Oh, right. I'm gonna get there, yeah. Wait. Wait, what did I say? I think you might have misunderstood what I said. What the hell did I say? I genuinely don't remember what I was talking about, but that was not it. That's far from it. Oh yeah, something about... You have a reason to... How did you misunderstand that? No, I just meant, you know, since you missed them, that's gives you reason to go and see them. So that's it's gonna be all the better once you see them again. That's what I was talking about. I guess only for me that's gonna be really something to think about. So I'm just messing with you. She said, "Now I gotta figure out the right." That's not what I said. I mean, well, now you just make me confused. I said that after you wrote with. Well, wait. What's going on? Hold on. You said we'll figure it out. If not, I'll hike to the house. The ride. That's when I talked about the ride, when you talked about it. Road? You might have misheard the word reason. Okay, so apparently you not only write in gibberish, you hear in gibberish too. Very interesting. Or maybe my dialect or my accent's just that bad. In my own head. That's fair. That's very fair. You should study me. Probably. You might fear what they'll find out though. Okay, these 4 blocks should be down as well. Like so. That's perfect. I'm trying so hard not to laugh. Well, it seems like you're fine again since you can laugh. That's nice. Figure out alright. Yeah, that can be seen as something dirty, I guess. Guess you got a mind of honestly got to. Just gonna block that off. Yeah, I can finish this whole layer. That's gonna be how high? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks high. That's not too bad. God. Soft gravel. At this point I might actually use gravel to fill up the water. That might make more sense. That's my hair tie together. Put it on the table. Then when they left and I went to get all my stuff, I couldn't find it. Oh. I was like, special hair tie? Or just like the only one you had around? Because if it was the only one you had on you, it's always good to have some spares. Really, it's just the one I always used. Oh yeah, I feel you on that. When I had long hair, I also had one specific hair tie, and a few that were very similar to it, but not quite the same. It was like a pretty thick black one, and it was like really soft and stretchy. It had good materials too, so it didn't really degrade like some other hair ties. I was always devastated whenever I lost one of them. I'm so happy when I found them again. Especially because I would sleep in the car a lot. So even though I knew if I lost one of the hair ties inside the car, it was still in the car somewhere. But regardless, I was like, oh no, I lost it. What am I going to do? What have I done? I'm a terrible person. Let's put that here. That's awful. Funeral for all that lost hair ties. Yeah, again, at least for me, I've taken very good care to, pay close attention to my hair ties, unless I'm in like a closed room, where if I drop it somewhere, it's not going out that room, and I'm gonna come back to that room. Be it my car or my own personal room. If I was outside a space like that, I'd be constantly checking. Is my hair tie still there? Yep, okay. Is the other spare one in my pocket? Yes. Do I have my other spare ones in my backpack? Yes. And if not, I'd be devastated. Said I have soft hair. Ooh. In like a jealous way? Or like in a flirtatious way? I don't know. Stop it. Stop what? I'm just asking questions. So we can move this part. Just gonna open up a whole big part of this cave too. Just gonna drop some gravel. And the site. Should be leaving this part here. Yeah, that here. I thought it was stuck in my head. Nice. Glad I could make yourself a little more. I mean, have you have nice thoughts, you know? Let's just get rid of all this first, so I can collect blocks from below. There. Yeah, move this. Wait, is it the thought of them saying it in a flirtatious way? Or is it just the question still? So what you could be doing too is just imagine all the different ways you could have said it. Oh, sorry, day. You dressed me today, so I was dressed me today. Still really not use that whole pronouns thing. Rocking my chair in fear right now. In gay fear, I assume. Already full again, good lord. I need to build this down more. Let's fill up this. Let's sound ahead. And the pronouns everyone else says she. Let's say I'm not a girl or a boy. So you must like not a girl or boy. Because you aren't giving girl or boy. So she's they, she. Okay, she didn't request it. It's just I've seen people get a lot of backlash for not using someone's preferred pronouns. So I'm always just kind of I'm not sure how sensitive people actually are about it. Or like I've also had people give me shit because I unknowingly was using wrong pronoun for someone where they never told me to use certain pronoun, but apparently they told the other person. Which is what feels right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, generally for me it's like, I've said it before, but I use they the way it used to be used as a genderless pronoun if you either aren't certain of someone's gender, as in, not gender identity. I make a clear distinction between, at least in the way I use language, between gender and gender identity. So if someone's biological gender is a male, and they haven't requested anything else, I'm going to call him he, unless I don't want to disclose the pronouns. Look at my pronouns on myself. I don't understand why people have set pronouns. Just use whatever fits right. So I want to use. Someone refer to me as a guy, I really don't care. It's same, I guess. When people have called me like girly before, or like very feminine in many ways, especially during high school days. But the way I've learned language is, you know, pronouns in general, like gender-specific pronouns, are used to describe someone's biological gender. And that's how language has been used for so goddamn long, in so many sources and media, and now it's being changed. So it's kind of strange, really. Like I don't get the whole point of it. That's the thing. I get treating someone differently if you want to be treated differently, as a way of, you know, showing compassion, showing care for them, as a friend or acquaintance, showing simple respect. And the pronouns is a thing you can do person to person, I'd say. Again, personal opinion. Not something I think anyone should adapt to, but I just really would love to have someone really explain to me the real point of it, the real function of changing the pronouns used for people, especially when it comes to law. That was like a big thing, I think in Canada, if I'm not mistaken, and some other, I think in the States for a while too. Maybe it still is. I think it still is, honestly. But I think it was a big thing is make it a law, make it punishable by law if someone doesn't use someone's preferred pronouns. Which that I think is really dangerous to do. Telling people what they should say. Forbidding someone from saying something, I think is very different from forcing people to use specific words. Sex, female, male, female, not one other sex I can remember. I get. I just can't wrap my head around people feeling like a gender. First of all, because I don't want to be seen as a rude person. I know I'm not. And they took 5 seconds to understand my thoughts on it. To understand too. So that's all that matters. Yeah, I have a similar opinion on it. Except for the large part I don't care about being rude. Or to be more specific, I don't care much about being kind. If someone can provide me a genuine reason why I should use certain words instead, someone can explain to me the logic behind it, something that goes beyond hurting someone's feelings, because I wouldn't hurt someone's feelings on purpose. But yeah, it's a tough thing, honestly. Because there's so many things that can hurt someone's feelings that are just being done around the world without anyone having a say in it. And people can just make up any new thing, theoretically, to say that it hurts them, to say that it, violates their rights almost. It's like, if you make it a rule that you have to make people feel okay, have to make sure people don't feel hurt by certain things, where does it stop? Where can you say, okay, that's not real, you can say that this hurts your feelings, this thing can't hurt your feelings? Like something reasonable, for example. If I say, you should give me money, otherwise my feelings are hurt, that's very unreasonable. That's not something that should hurt my feelings. That's not something you should be doing either. Even on a personal level, like, upon me saying that, no one should give me money for that. Just because I say it hurts my feelings if you don't do it. Can people judge trans people? Because if you don't experience it, it just doesn't make sense. Although that, in a way, does make sense to me. For a large part. I'm gonna continue that thought in a second. I'll see, right. Someone explains it to you and you choose to keep judging them, especially because of science, that's just wrong. If you really don't want to accept it, they should just stop talking to them. Don't refer to them as anything but neutral. It's tricky because of some languages. But yeah, I guess, yeah, some languages don't really have... Wait. I can't think of examples actually. I assume, yeah, there would be languages where they might not have neutral words for it. But even then, I think the problem, at least for me, or the really strange thing that seems to happen a lot, is largely when people are being treated. People who feel like a different gender identity, if they're being treated or want to be treated differently than people who don't have any, you know, who don't feel like a different gender. Because as you say, you don't care if someone calls you guy or addresses you as he, him. And I know most, like, people who are biological women and see themselves as a woman, or the other way around, guys who might take offense to it if someone constantly called them she, her, even though they're clearly a guy. If you take that another step in a different direction again, if you say a black guy is white, if you just call him a white guy, it's just wrong. It's simply incorrect. And it's that person's, or whoever person is listening to you say that, it's that person's job to kind of tell you, like, yeah, they're not white, their skin is pretty damn dark. You could argue, yeah, maybe they are. Or maybe someone's hair is blonde, but they say, no, they're brunette. The more I think about it, the more I realize for me, the weird thing is treating gender differently than another physical trait of someone. God, I'm going too deep into this topic, aren't I? I like making up thoughts on the way too. I first learned about transgender, I thought it was crazy and dumb. The research and I was like, okay, that's weird because it makes sense. More, I just understand more. I haven't actually looked too much into it. Again, because I don't really know any actual transgender people. If you say a transgender woman is female, it's technically wrong. If you don't scientifically. Oh, tell me more about that actually. What aspect specifically are you talking about? What kind of science? I don't have much knowledge when it comes to the science of genders, I guess. I know from a very, like, purely biological perspective. You know, in a hormonal sense, you can have hormones that are more important for females, biological females. You can have a high level of estrogen as a man, and some other hormones that's gonna, also grow certain body parts differently. You can have a high testosterone level as a woman. Is that what you're talking about? Hormones? Or other genetic expressions? Was more sex and gender different? Actually, wait. From a linguistic perspective, I always assumed, or well, I understand it in the sense that gender is a synonym to sex. Gender by default would describe the biological gender. That's how I've kind of learned it. might be because I'm German, and in German I believe both things are the same word in German at least. Geschlecht. Which in German itself, that word, the German word, has its root in very old Germanic already, and has a vast, well, not vast, but like it has a very different foundational meaning. So it's a very broad word. Look up the definition of female and male. It's probably considered rude to refer to trans women as male, unless it's like strong scientific topic and it's necessary. But like if you go to the doctor as a transgender woman, you would mark your sex as male. Can you define transgender in that sense? Because when it comes to that stuff, I think what you kind of want to look at is, overall definitions, and specifically definitions that are generally agreed on and have been agreed on for considerable amounts of time. But if I look up, let me look that up. I want to know now. Let's see. Definition, male, female. Are we talking about like Wikipedia? Okay, I'm just going to click the first thing here for Wikipedia. Sex, dictionary definitions. Yeah, that's the thing. It's different definitions. Dictionary in biology, in psychiatry, in psychology, sociology. Oh yeah, and gender is also defined as a separate thing. Again, in dictionary, in history, or in historic sense. There's a whole Wikipedia article on all of this. I don't know how old this article is, to be honest. It's really hard to explain. Transgender is your gender, you feel sex, male, the other one, which is like your body. Yeah, again, I really assume it might be due to, me having grown up with German, and in German you use one and the same word for both sex and gender, which is why to me it makes more sense to use gender from a linguistic standpoint as the basic word to describe sex, in other words, like your biological sex, and gender identity specifically for what you describe as just gender in general. I guess I might have to change the way I use those words then to be more accurate and more easily understood when speaking English. But no, I tend to now look into the etymology of the German word for it. So let me put catch that. I think gender is the main thing, sex scientific. Yeah, that's how I assumed it would be. That's how I understand it. And how it's also used linguistically in German too. It depends on the context you talk with. Wait. Let me look into the origin of this word in German. Yeah, so yeah, I'm remembering this correctly. The German word Geschlecht, which is the translation for gender or biological sex, nowadays still has the meaning, used to have that meaning more often than not, of talking about your family tree, your what's it called in English? Your origins kind of. Uh, your ancestry, your background. That's kind of what we'll be talking about. Don't know how to explain it. I just can't think of the words. Oh, that's fine. I'm just kind of like looking through things on my own anyways. So yeah, when it comes to wait, when it comes to the word gender itself, in the dictionary definitions, gender is defined as, in a modern and especially feminist use, a euphemism for the sex of a human being, often intended to emphasize the social and cultural as opposed to the biological distinctions between the sexes. With the earliest example cited being from 1963. Historically speaking, fairly recent then. Merriam-Webster dictionary defines gender as a subclass within a grammatical class, such as noun, pronoun, adjective, or verb, of a language that is partly arbitrary, but also partly based on distinguishable characteristics, such as shape, social rank, manner of existence, or sex. Oh, that's interesting. And that determines agreement with and selection of other words or grammatical forms. We'll be talking about how in German and some other languages. Oh, can push it back. I have to go to the bathroom. Okay, got it. I do want to read through this a bit more. Britannica Dictionary defines gender as a person's own sense of being male, female, some combination of male, female, or neither male nor female. Yeah, as it's now in some modern sciences described. No messages in Discord. Okay, nothing major. American Heritage Dictionary says gender may be defined by identity as neither entirely female nor entirely male. Yeah, so generally the definition is pretty damn split. In other words, it's just not very clear, as most things in linguistics and sociology. All sciences in general, science as a broad topic, has so many things that are not that well defined. Or if they're defined as just different definitions that kind of contradict each other, or simply don't agree with each other too much. So I suppose it's just kind of natural, given how we use language anyways. People are busy in the chat. Oh, excuse me. What people are writing is important. Not really. Okay. There we go. Lights all up, so nothing spawns. Holy damn, people are writing like crazy. Where's messages coming from? Oh, there as well. It's got a whole bunch of messages from all kinds of servers and DMs as well. Okay, there we go. Just had to check, because there's some things I'm waiting for people to write. Is the layer done? Oh yeah, that layer's done now. That's the last corner back there. This is still a problem area, which I can remove this part too. That's fine. Collect these blocks. God, people are being active right now. Like here, one Discord message after another pop up. Like a Discord muted full stream. I'll leave it here with the digging, honestly. Just gonna drop my items off. Hello, Cherish. Welcome back. Ancient said no text. No text. I don't think she's watching anymore. I'm pretty sure she's busy playing a game with some other friends. She's with other people now. Let's put our staircase here. Open up showing messages. Angel made from yesterday. What? That's odd. Yeah, in general, I've heard Twitch really has messed up the mobile app way more than ever before. To like to an impressive amount even. So I might cover up this staircase a bit more too. Just go in a bit more. Can I do this? Yeah, I can pick up this part. Oh yeah, as well, as I looked up in the dictionary as well, the German word Geschlecht, I'm not sure if you heard it earlier, but it seems that actually, as I assumed, still holds the meaning it used to have hundreds of years ago, which is mainly talking about your heritage, your ancestry, things like that, your family. I think it used to be used, at least in German. Again, Geschlecht being the translation for gender. I think it was also used to kind of talk about, like, another translation used to be your family tree of what family you are. You would use of what Geschlecht you are, or also of what kind you are in a way. So that's why, from a linguistic standpoint, I hold the I hold the view on that I do. Let's block this off too. That's clean. Okay, can actually take up this part too. I'm not sure how tall I want to make this. How big would a villager's house be? Because this is the space now for the villagers that I'm digging up. And I want to be able to fit proper houses down here. Possibly like a landscape or something too. Gonna expand it outwards as well. I need to fix my pickaxe anyways. I'm really not sure how tall I want to make this overall. Right now it's 8 blocks. I think it just made me so confused. Language is an odd concept. It's very useful, but the way it's implemented makes it a little impractical in some senses. Right, I was gonna fix up my pickaxe at the XP farm. First of all, skip night. Here. Fair. I would absolutely love it if someone at some point comes up with a concept of language where anyone can speak it, anyone can learn it in the exact same way without even any small errors. The ideal, for me at least, is that there's no difference in our definitions of words. If you can make a language that goes that far, so many misunderstandings and problems between people could be solved, potentially. Right, pickaxe. There's just one language, so many things would be better. It's another really hot take. Should we believe it? And if we made a new language. Yeah. A counter argument to that often is that, you know, because we have so many different languages, in a way we don't need one language, because all these different languages have different characteristics that through this diversity, like all of humanity in many ways does already, gives us the advantage we have as humans, the possibilities to advance and evolve. Okay, that's enough XP. Okay, I've made light on me, I was about to say. Okay, this way. Yep. Well, you'd have to make one single language that has all the beneficial characteristics that you can kind of gather together into one of other languages that we have right now. But again, that's going to be very goal-oriented. Do you want to make it more practical? In the sense, you want to more accurately transfer your information or convey your information? Or do you want to make it more... I guess it's between precise and concise. It's between making it as efficient as possible or as accurate as possible. Ooh, let me catch that. If someone made one perfect language, it would be a good idea. It'd take lifetimes to have everyone speak it. Yes, that's the other issue. A large change like that takes so much time to implement. It could be worth it, but you could also spend that time doing something more productive, which is probably the biggest counter argument to doing it. The argument of we have better things to do, basically. We have more problems to focus on right now. Could be good argument, could be utter nonsense. You can always make up more problems too. There's always as many problems as you want it to be. That's how I always see it. Yeah. How big is this? So I could just wall it off temporarily, so I know what part I need to actually fill in later. Oh, we've almost got 3 hours. Let's see. I'm solving more problems faster with a large amount of time. or just wouldn't. Yeah, that's the thing. It most likely would solve a lot of problems, but you have to have too many people work on that. You have to have way too many people focused just on doing this to like spread the word around, teach everyone this new language. It's I assume it's going to come in some form eventually. If we're going to experience it in our lifetime, who knows? In general, what humanity needs will come to us, or will be made by us. That's my general general way of thinking about human progression. Whatever ideas we have of what could improve humanity, someone else out there is working on it already, one way or another. What's gonna end anyway, so who cares? Yeah, but that goes so far only. The way things are going, yes. But it doesn't have to. You can see it the other way around and say, the way things are going, things are gonna end. I don't want that. I don't want things to end. So I'm gonna find ways to make it not end for as long as possible. That's how I see my life, and if I could get around the problem of having a short human life, I would go beyond that. If I was immortal as a human being, if all humans were immortal even, and the problem was our world would end, we migrate to other worlds. Like Mars, we'd go to Mars. Or something of the like. If our solar system ends eventually, we move to a different galaxy, or a different solar system, then to a different galaxy, and so on and so on. At some point the whole universe is gonna end, we find a way to maybe go to a different reality. Who knows? General though, even if the world goes on for 10 billion years, it'll still end eventually. Yeah, but that's my point. You don't know how far you can take this. You don't know what's outside our universe even, if there is anything. If there is something, we could go there. There's a possibility. Simply with the argument of, we are here and there's something over there, gives reason to believe that, no, since we can go over there, we can keep going somewhere else. So with that logic, yeah, you can say there's going to be an end somewhere. But the fun in living is finding that end. Finding out how far you can take things. For me at least. What do you think about how it could have been living on Earth as a bird or something? Oh, it's a cute thought experiment, yeah. I just realised it's really dark on my screen. As in, like, on my camera. Set it up a bit so you can see my way a lot. It's gonna be all of that. Still need to get this. But I do want to harvest sugar cane. So let's do this again. Pathetically, like I could have been alive in 300 years from now. Except my life right now. Oh yeah, that's that's always a fun little mind-boggling thing. Now going into the philosophical concept of self, of ego, of consciousness. I've gone down a rabbit hole so many times, countless times. It's always fun. Especially since you never get anywhere. Okay, you have space still. Let's go this way. Yeah, because with that statement of like, you could have been alive in 300 years from now, but somehow you aren't. You could have been alive a billion years ago. You could have been a creature on a whole nother plane of existence, but you aren't. So why not? How are you who you are? How are you where you are? And when you are? When even are you? Do you even exist within this moment? Or do you exist on the entirety of time? We can keep going now and that. Laughing about things that can't have answerable answers. It's fun. It's a good mental exercise. I'm concerned for anyone who doesn't love doing that, honestly. There we go. I'm the first human to exist. Perhaps. But the question is, could you have been the first microbe on the planet? Could you have been the first cell? The first piece of DNA? Could you have been a rock? How far back could you have been you? At what point could you have had a conscience? That's a real fun. There's no way we can tell. At least as long as we are within this reality. Who knows, perhaps after we die, we leave our reality and are able to look upon our reality from a higher standpoint and figure out things more easily. Ooh, he sells gunpowder. That's pretty good. I'm gonna use emeralds for mending books first. But yeah. Oh wait, crafting table, have here. Turn you into paper. There we go. You take paper. Fantastic. So if you level up. Maybe someone alive right now was the first cell. Once you die, you become alive for something else. Somewhere else, on another planet. I like the idea of when you die, you're somewhere else. I don't know what idea of death I would like, or like what idea of afterlife I would like. For me, it's not even like one outcome would be more interesting or better than another. For me, it's really just whether, as long as there's something, it would be interesting. Oh yeah, you don't have access to your workstations, do you? Because you got yours removed, which kind of sucks. So you can trade at least. So you can refresh yours. Could have been a penguin. Could have been. And the sad reality is, you are not. Okay, so you can't refresh, but you can. And you take carrots? Yes. There we go. That's enough for... Perhaps if I take the other emeralds, maybe 3 mending books. Like if you died and went to hell, I still find it interesting. I should believe you thrive after death. Yeah, that's. I've talked about this before, and I've talked about this with other people as well, who have been concerned about me in that sense. Because in a way, uh, it's really hard to phrase this in a way that's not bad. But I have reasons to die, which usually would be what drives people to, as you've called it before, sewer slide. Um, what's it? I don't know. I should figure out some ways to say that differently. But yeah, technically I have reason to do that. What prevents me from doing that is having more reasons and, well, I have more reasons to live than to die. And I have reasons that speak against dying for now, because I'm going to die anyways. That's the biggest reasons. So there's no point in dying right now. But I don't have reasons that go against living. That's literally the reason I'm alive. As stupid as it sounds. That's the whole logic behind my existence currently. Okay, I can put this in here. Books, that's what I need. More emeralds too. There. To think someone's controlling us would be so funny. Oh, I assume you mean like in a video game? Like, which like a playable character in like a video game? It's an interesting thought. But that opens up possibility of a different of different realities. There we go. Right, I have 3 mending books now. One I could put on my sword. Yeah, it's good enough sword. Once I have enough villages, I can just get any books I want anyways, or any books I need for my tools. First of all, it's my chest plate. There. My sword, because why not? I think it's the best thing to exist. If I could work with the unknown, I'd be so happy. There's no jobs like that. I feel you. Oh, I've gone through that whole, well, I guess mental ordeal of wanting to do something where I can learn, not learn things. Yeah, as you say, it's good description actually. Work with the unknown. I think I mentioned this before that I used to want to be I used to have the wish to become a researcher very early on. And I realized that was way too difficult and time consuming. I was like, okay, maybe a teacher, that could be fun. And I kind of just went through different possibilities that go in a similar direction where you gather information and you produce new information from it. That's the way I've always described it. Oh, you're stuck here, aren't you? I should have steak somewhere else. No? Because I'm running low on steak. I thought I had some more. But I guess I don't. So it might be time to break the cows again. Let's do this. I might as well do all of these. Oh, I got a graveler. Let's go. Yeah, you're kind of in the way here, dude. but that's fine. First of all, braid all of these. Well, not all of them, at least a lot of them. This one is going to be hard to see how many there are. I would love to actually expand this little area of the cows and just have even more. Just have a whole yard filled with cows. It's just a sea of cows. That'll be so fun. Okay, I think that's gonna be pretty much all of them. Yeah. Just feed the rest to the children. There we go. And it's time for slaughter. Let's get about 2 stacks again. If that is possible with this amount of cows. I think I should kill a kid. Oh no. Did llamas just take damage? Okay, I'm gonna leave the population like this for now. Excuse me. I'm so afraid I miss my best friend. Gonna miss you. Miss my dead cat. Oh god. Miss my live cats. Miss my dog. Miss myself from 2019. Why 2019 specifically? Because I was pre-corona? Oh, I can skip the night. I do wonder actually. What does it really mean to miss someone? I've never been really certain about that definition either. Wait, I can use this. Before I start regretting everything. Oh god, that sounds really grim. Miss loving them. Yeah, are you okay? Coal. That's what I need. Oh, to unleash you. There you go. This now. There we go. Oh, thunderstorm. Which means I can skip that actually. What's it gonna do? Stretch. I gotta look into if I can, because I don't have channel points sadly. If I had channel points I would absolutely do like, you know, the general hydrate, stretch, whatever else, little streamer care package as people lovingly call it. I'm not going to start another layer for now. Oh yeah, I was going to collect all the iron I collected here. All precious materials actually. Oh yeah, but I was gonna say, we gotta look into if there's some way I can do that. I mean, you can just verbally say it too. There's some other way to do it interactively. Okay, just carry all these materials up stairs. I love love. Can't say the same because I don't know what it is. It's Cherish Redeem Hydrate. Fair enough. I could do like a sound bit. Oh, for God's sake. Another bot. Get out of here. They really like the Minecraft streams, don't they? Could just smelt all the copper and make it to blocks. Use that in the build later. Because I think the copper blocks turn to greyish colour. Don't they? As much to call half, I can just put whole stacks in here. Just fall and sleep on someone. I feel that. Also sounds a bit grim now that you like write it out like that. But I get what you mean. I might need another precious materials chest. There. This. Big double chest. And okay, donkey. Stop being a donkey. Right here. Someone bury themselves with me. You're making it sound more grim. Good lord. Let's have blocks in here. And unprocessed things here. Stretch into someone's flesh. Yeah, you're not taking it too far. Let's put you in there. Wait. How about I put a chest here somewhere? Oh. Like, could use these chests. If anything, I need to smelt. So iron 2. This stays there for now. I missed them kids. And they were girls. Is that also from something, some reference I don't get? Oh, coal, that's what I need. Girls can kiss, girls can kiss. And that really sounds like a reference. What's that from? Might as well take these out of here. Some more coal. Should have a bunch more coal, honestly. Yeah, there's some more stacks. No idea where any of them are from. Let's mess with you. Are you quoting that other bit there? I'm messing with you. You tend to say that a lot. I'm just not entirely sure on the meaning of it. Yeah, I'm less bits with you. I quite like the phrase. It's a fun phrase. Ooh, that was a big crack. Damn. I've moved my neck in the past 3 hours now. That's a bad tendency I have. Whenever I stream, just become stiff and unmoving. There's iron here as well. So iron I pack in here. Same as all the raw copper. So much of it. This can go here. Not you. I don't need this. I don't really need this. I can just convert all of this into blocks. Let's see. I can just take all the things that I can convert to blocks. And put in the other chest to separate it. So we have precious metals and gems, and just rare materials, something like that. Like blaze rods, golden carrots. So we convert all the lapis. Like so. 2 blocks. I have a good number of these. All the blocks in here. Coal. I can also convert. Redstone I forgot to put over there as well. Glowstone. Diamonds. Might as well take the nuggets with me as well. Put that in a different chest. And like someone said, you can tell her it. Tell her what? The L word. Lesbians? Fast forward with the girl. I'm in lesbians with you. I really mean it. And she says, oh okay. Something like that. That happened in real life. Something that would happen like in like a rom-com, like a romance comedy. Okay, let's convert these things. Put away the ores. I think it was a show. Girls can't kiss girls. It's girls kissing and then someone screaming girls can't kiss girls. Running off in an anime. I vaguely remember that too. I think. Because that part I kind of remember. It's like that you have to defeat my 7 evils. Oh, my 7 evil exes. What? What are you on about? 7 evil exes. I don't remember a show that has a plot like that. Yeah. Wait, are you talking about the anime? I don't know anything about it. I wouldn't assume you do. Oh yes, I'm gonna turn these into blocks. There we go, clean 10 blocks. No, just show. Oh, the lesbians one. It's so bad when your eyelid gets itchy. Because you can't really scratch it. You can only rub it. Okay. Let's off this. I keep doing this. You, back to the fence post. Yeah, wait. How many? I've got 8 sacks of these. Oh, whoops. Smelting here. So one more stack of copper ingots. I have full stack of copper blocks. I have like 60 more in the chest. So that could be enough to do some bits and pieces of the tower I was gonna make here. That's pretty decent. Have we done any of this? Town space is being made still. Tower is being made. Mob grinder, that's gonna be priority. Might do it on the next Minecraft stream, which might be a bit from now. So, for the next few streams, I have some other things planned. For one, I'm gonna go back to Celeste a few times. That's for sure. I don't want to give up the grind on that. Might do it like next Sunday for sure. I think. I'll soonish, in like a couple of minutes. Because it has been over 3 hours now. And my voice is also getting tired. Just kind of thinking. Dog armor still in the making. Just need to collect. Oh yeah, I need to figure out how to breed these. Maps and menu books. I have menu books now, plenty. So sand, the map I want to make. Breed armadillos. I think that's how you spell it. What's something else? Cherish, you want to give me some random task to do as well in this world? Mashed potatoes. I can do cooked potatoes. I have a small potato farm. I can make it bigger. Okay. Wait. I think the villagers, were they not planting potatoes? They might be planting carrots. I was gonna write on potatoes because I have an idea of what to do about potatoes, which you're gonna see soon. See when I'm gonna do it. Yeah, this one I'm also gonna leave here. This looks nice. Yay. Yeah. Again, might be a while until I do Minecraft again because it's pretty set that my little streaming break is going to take place roughly from the week of the 16th of this month. Yeah. 16th until probably the 30th. So 2 weeks, decent amount of time. But I really do need some time to drive places, visit people, do things on my own without having to think, oh wait, can't do that, need to stream. So yeah. But I'll still be doing regular streams until then. And with that, yeah. With that, I'll be changing my thing real quick. There we go. Hi, and we'll see you around. Until next time, and goodbye for now. Wait. I was pressed the wrong button for this. Bye.